Nothing but. Thank you.
Peace, brothers.
Peace.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Commend yourselves for being here. I myself am a father. My son is 13 years old. And of course, I'm co-parenting, like a lot of us. But let me introduce myself. My name is Demetrius. Hafiz Demetrius Saifullah Bey. I'm a Moor. I represent the Moor Science Temple of America, Temple number 10. I'm also an author. I have a book called God Can Rap, where I took all my lyrics, my positive lyrics, and I turned them into poems, and I put them in a book. And the reason why, but before I even say that, you know who I am, but I'm not here as Hafiz Demetrius Saifullah Bey. My rap name is Demegod. I just dropped a song with Kanye West, and I got another song called 100 Malls. The song with Kanye West is called Get Your Lives Straight, because I support Kanye and everything that he said, everything that he was doing. You understand? Against the establishment. But I'm not here today as Demegod, and I'm not here today as Hafiz. I'm here as a father. Facts. So, a couple points I want to point on. Point number one. Being a father is hard, it's difficult, especially being a brown man, a bronze man, copper man. I don't want to use the word black because we seem to have attached ourselves to a culture that says that we're black, African American, Negro, colored, and niggas. The reason why I'm telling y'all brothers this is after you get this information from me, it's your duty to teach your children at home. Don't send your children to school thinking that they're going to get everything that they need to survive out in this world just from school, especially from city schools. The home is the first place of learning, right? So, I feel like our kids are not getting knowledge of self. They're not taught knowledge of self. So knowledge of self is your duty to figure out what knowledge of self means. Knowledge of self is a broad spectrum, but we cannot survive in the city without knowledge of self. If you don't know where you're from, you don't know where you're going. So it's your duty to learn about where you're from, not what they told you or where they tell you you're from, but it's your duty to figure out where you're from, get the knowledge of self so you can pass it on to the children, right? Point number two, the woman. In moral science, we uplift the woman. You've probably seen this. I'm not even gonna call it a hat because it's not a hat. It's called a fez. Muhammad Ali wore it. It's numerous people who wear it. But the science behind the fez is the woman. We are wearing the woman on our head to uplift the woman because the woman, of course, is the birth of the future. She births the children. We can't have a society that doesn't respect the woman and who doesn't uplift the woman. Malcolm X said in one of his speeches, when he came back from Asia, from the West, from the East, he noticed that all the countries that was thriving were the countries that thrived because the women were thriving. You understand? So it's our duty to protect and serve and uplift the woman. When I say uplift the woman, I mean the same information that I'm telling you that you should go and look up and find, you need to teach her that. Because she doesn't know that. You understand? You have to be the leaders. We are the leaders. We the kings. We're not just the kings of our households, but we're the kings of our communities. You understand? So it's up to us to uplift her and uplift the children at the same time. We are the key, but she is the whole. Key with no hole can't get in those doors. Am I right, brothers? Right? So that's 2 points right there. The third point is about child support. A lot of y'all brothers dealing with child support. Learn knowledge of self. Learn the law. Because child support is illegal. I had child support problems myself. But I got out of it because I'm a Moor. You understand? So child support is illegal. But it's up to you to do the research and learn the law on a surface level. So you ain't got to be a lawyer. But on a surface level, if you do the research on child support law and all the cases that have came before the courts concerning child support is deemed illegal. So if any one of you brothers want any information on that, when I'm done, come see me and I'll point you in the right direction. I'm going to do a spill from my poetry book. This spill is called Black is a Color and It's Not a Race, right? I just explained that to y'all. Black and white are not races. They are not nationalities. They're colors in a crayon box. You understand? When you say black, you are attaching yourself to a culture and a mind state. When you call a European white, you are attaching yourself to a culture and a mind state. And the reason why I'm telling you this is so you can go home and teach your kids that we are not crayons. We are not black. We are not white. People in this country, dark-skinned people in this country have a nationality. What's your nationality? And if you can't tell me what your nationality is, that means you will not have knowledge of self. If you're going to tell me African American, what's African American? That's 2 continents. They told you it was African American. How can you be African American when it's 2 continents? Africa is 1 continent, America is another continent. And America is not just the United States. America is Canada, North America, and South America. See, this is the misconception of our education. We are being miseducated. So that's why I put this book out. Kids need to understand that the power of words can destroy their day or uplift their day. The power of words can determine if you are wealthy or if you're poor. The power of words can determine if you're a good leader in the home or you're a bad leader in the home. So words are powerful. So again, I'm going to say this spill. Black is a color and it's not a race. The dichotomy of that poem is to bring about the fact that when I came up in school, they called me black. When I go to the dictionary and I look up the word black, it says dirty. You understand? It says evil. It says nasty. You understand? But when I look up the word white, and they call it Caucasians and Europeans white, it says pure. It says clean. It says good. It says righteous. So understand miseducation that's given to your child. When you call them black, when they read the dictionary, subconsciously, you have 3 parts of your mind. You have a subconscious mind, you have your conscious mind, and you have your supreme mind. Your supreme mind is connected to the all. Your conscious mind is when you wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth, and then you have a subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is with psychologists and psychiatrists. They deal with the subconscious mind. So when you call a person black, and they read the dictionary, and they see that the word says dirty, says evil, subconsciously, not while you're sitting at the table with your child. He's not going to be like, your daddy, you dirty. But he might. But subconsciously, his subconscious mind is taking that in, and he attaches himself to that. They attach themselves to that. So it's time to break that. Nationality is the order of the day. What's your nationality? Because black is not a nationality. See if anybody gets this question right. I've been in Times Square asking people this question. I've been all over the country asking these people this question to promote my book. Can anybody tell me what's the acronym for rap? Not you. All the brothers. What's the acronym for rap? We all grew up over hip-hop. Yeah. What's the acronym for rap? I got a free shirt to give to whoever get this much. I didn't give nobody this shirt yet. And we all supposed to be hip-hop heads.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I beat out Chance.
Rap. All right.
The acronym means
Like initial.
each letter in a word means something.
Yeah.
What's the acronym for rap? R-A-P. You have R&B. What's the acronym for rap? Yo.
Real ass person. Real.
Y'all gotta get this thing together.
Revolutionary progress.
Come up here, brother. Come up here.
You looked that up. You looked that up with his phone. I should have looked it up.
So I want everybody else to hear you too.
You said revolution in progress?
Revolutionary progress? Now, that is actually powerful, Jerome. That's powerful.
I don't know. That was pretty good.
Since nobody. Oh my God.
What did he say?
I told you.
Rhythm and poetry?
Come up there, brother.
What did he say? Rhythm and poetry?
Rhythm and poetry.
That makes sense.
Rhythm and poetry.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, rhythm.
What's your name, brother?
My name is Reed.
What is the acronym for rap?
Rhythm and poetry.
Yeah.
Yes, brother. Thank you. Appreciate you. Definitely, I got you. So, brothers, I'm making that right there. Rhythm and poetry. So, what these kids is doing now, they lacking the poetry. They got the rhythm, they drilling, they trapping, but the words that your kids is hearing, it's not giving them no substance because they don't have the poetry. Nas was a poet, right?
Nas was a poet.
Big L
was a poet.
The words. So y'all brothers, y'all enjoy y'all day, man. I appreciate y'all. It's long.
Thank you. Can we give him a round of applause?
Yeah.